do less. Yeah, that's right. I'm telling you to do less when it comes to making videos. Is this solid, like, advice for when you're wanting to do, like, YouTube or do streaming? Maybe not. I don't know. I'm not a analytics kind of guy. All I do know is that production has gone up for YouTube videos, and I hate it. And I don't want to see it. I hate it. I don't want to see it. Now, why all this is coming about is because I was watching Soul Knight Says and her video on my thoughts on the current state of YouTube. Really good video. Go watch it. And I was watching it. She was talking about how things on YouTube, like video quality and stuff like that, even like the algorithm to a degree, needs to go back to a simpler time. A simpler time where people could actually feel like they could do this themselves and not have to pay a bunch of editors or pay a bunch of animators and put in like a ton of money into this thing that might not even get a good payout. Because let's be honest here, the quality of other YouTubers has gone up to a degree that is not achievable unless you have a ton of money. And of course they have a ton of money. A great example of this is with like Storytime animators. Everyone's watched a Storytime animator. Maybe at one point we were like, I could do that. I have stories. And then you realize that you're like really boring. And then you just do weird stuff. Regardless of that, like you realize that everything is like way too good. It's way too much. It's like there's too much animation and there's too much like production and money put into it when really people like Corey Kenshin are still way more relevant. That's a harsh opinion, but you know what I'm trying to say here. Because it's real to a degree, you know what I'm saying here? It feels achievable. And it feels like you could be doing the exact same thing that he's doing. Because I'm pretty sure he's still running off of like a pirated version of like maybe Adobe or anyways, it's some kind of editor. And he edits all his videos himself. And he honestly has like achievable things that you probably could spend money on. And that being like the end card that he has, where it's like, I think it's still the same. I haven't seen it in a while. Actually, no, he's changed it. Okay. But it looks like he made it himself, but he had that animated one that he, I believe, commissioned somebody make or somebody made it for him. And that's like achievable things. Like you can pay somebody to make an end card that looks like that. Or you can make an end card yourself for your videos. Those are achievable things. This whole overproduction stuff, it's too much. It's not achievable. And people feel that. I don't know if it's some kind of like test of like commitment or motivation, but it's too much. And it feels inauthentic, if that's a word. I believe it is. It's too much. And this is coming from somebody who grew up on the internet, as kind of sad as that is to say, and a little cringe, but you know, it's not like even that I miss like how YouTube used to be, because there's extensions that I can literally get that makes it so like all the clickbait crap is gone, all of the overproduced garbage is gone. I can get those extensions, and I can be right back in like a quote unquote better time. Actually, it probably is better time. There's so much clickbait on this website, even though it used to be, I believe, against YouTube's TOS. But who's really, you know, counting the days and reading the rules? But there's a ton of it, and it doesn't feel real. And there's only like a few slop channels that are actually like worth watching outside of like the drama that they cover. Moist Critical is a good example. Pyrocynical might be a little bit of a stretch there, but Moist Critical is definite. That one's a definite. Because he's just getting in front of a camera and just talking. Has such a monotone voice that like it always catches you off guard when he says something like how some women want to get with queso. That was just insane. And especially that way of putting it, but you know, that's the fun of it, is that he's saying it. It's something that's honestly kind of true though. And it's, you know, it's a personality. It's funny. And I think that's what a lot of people like, is that it's funny, and you know, they could do that. Anybody can get in front of like a cheap microphone, even a microphone on your phone. I've seen so many YouTubers do that, where they just talk into the mic at the bottom of the phone and then just get into their possibly pirated version of whatever editor they have and then just fix it up there. It's the achievable stuff that people, you know, should want to see. They shouldn't want to see stuff like Mr. Beast like 24/7. It's way too high production. And it's way too calculated. It's not authentic. I mean, shoot, you can even do it with like shorts. I'm not fully, you know, acquainted with how shorts work. I know that you do kind of need to do it because even YouTube is apparently like, yo, check this out. It's the new hot thing, and we need to get as many people on our platform as possible. So we're going to entice you with short-term content, but that's the way it goes. I mean, I even think I have a short right now that has like over 500 views, and people are actually interacting with it. So it's possible. So, you know, keep it simple, stupid. That's another thing that you need to think about when you're making content. Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. It'll make life a lot easier when you're doing this, and you won't have to do anything fancy. So with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in another video. Bye.